And we are back. Thank you so much for choosing to stay with us. And in case you're just joining us, welcome to Kenya's Gold, where the focus of the day, as is every single Friday, we learn a lot more on how we can conserve our environment and also on all matters sustainability. Now, we do want to further our conversation on the importance of using biological pest control measures, and to shed more light on that, we do have the distinct honor of being joined by Mr. Brian Otieno. He is the IPM strategist and data analyst at Plant Village. And we also do have Mercy Kemboi, who is an IPM specialist. Very many thanks for making time to be with us today right here at Kenya's Gold.
You're welcome.
Karibuni sana katika kipindi chetu. Swali langu la kwanza linakuja kwako Kemboi Mercy. Na swali hili linahusiana na neno parasitoid. Kuna mtu ambaye amesikiliza kwa mara ya kwanza kabisa, angependa sana kufahamu neno hili linamaanisha nini?
Parasitoids ni jina la Kiingereza ama the English name for wadudu marafiki. Wale wadudu ambao tunawatumia kuzuia pests ama wale wadudu adui. So kwa ufupi tu, parasitoids ni mdudu rafiki ambaye anatumika kuzuia pests kwa shamba.
Give us examples. More examples.
Examples of the pests or the parasitoids?
Parasitoids.
The parasitoids. The names are scientific.
All right.
So kama sisi kwa shirika letu tuna deal na mbili. Moja inaitwa Trichogramma, nyingine inaitwa Telenomas.
All right.
Lakini tukienda kwa shamba tukiongea na mkulima tunaambia tu wadudu marafiki.
Right. Now, moving to you, Brian, we'd like for you to expound to us right now, what are the current threats that are affecting our farmers when it comes to having bumper harvests? And I insist on the word current because they change. Kuna wakati ambapo mkulima atasema we are having a difficulty getting fertilizers, but now we have programs like the subsidy which has made this fertilizer more accessible, but we're still struggling with bumper harvest. So where we are right now, what are the current threats?
Thank you so much for the good question. The major threat is access to good quality information. Good quality information in terms of where to get the inputs, quality information in terms of where to also supply your outputs. So number one of the information that the farmers really need is the weather, the accurate the weather. So we as Plant Village, can we provide the good weather information in advance? This will also affect the type of crop that the farmer will plant. It will also affect the type of seeds, the quality, drought-resistant varieties that the farmer will use. So we as Plant Village, we strive to provide good quality information across the value chain. Yeah.
So the big threat right now is our farmers are not well informed in the agri-sectors that they are in.
Exactly, because a lot of people use this scheme to, especially the middlemen, to kind of give the farmers the biased information, right? In order to do what? Sell them their low quality inputs.
Right.
Yeah.
So, kuna swala ambalo linajitokeza papo hapo, najua nitarejea kwako, lakini Kemboi, wakati mnaamua ama kuzalisha parasitoid, kuna jambo ambalo liliwasukuma kabisa mkaamua mtazalisha, ni kipi hicho ambacho kiliwasukuma?
So parasitoids ambazo tunatumia, the main thing ni ku stop fall armyworm, ama ku reduce the effects of fall armyworm kwa shamba. Na kitambo wazazi wetu wakiwa wakulima wa mahindi, hatukuwa tunasikia ati kuna viwavi jeshi kwa shamba. So ni kitu, it's an emerging threat to the farmers. Na the reason why tuliamua kulea wadudu marafiki ni kwa sababu mahindi ni staple crop ya Kenya. Hakuna mtu hakuli ugali. Na kama mahindi inakuwa affected na pest, na hiyo fall armyworm inafyeka mahindi kabisa. So ndo ili tuweze kusaidia wakulima wasipate losses mingi kwa mahindi, hiyo ndo ilikuwa one of the main reasons tuliamua kulea wadudu marafiki ama parasitoids.
Okay.
Now you can go all the way, support a farmer, introduce them to parasitoids and help them get a bumper harvest, but you're still in a space where you're fighting the competition from these hazardous pesticides that make their way into our country and they're being used. The fact that they keep coming in is because there is a market for it as much as they're poisonous. So you could do all that work and then someone just gets it and they water down all the work that you have been doing. What can we do to tighten that loophole, that opening that is allowing us to continue using poisonous pesticides that are not even being used in the European market because they understand how poisonous they are. What do we do moving forward?
First, we sensitize farmers. We have to let them know that, for a long time, farming in Kenya has been, if you have a problem, you look for the chemical that kills it. If you have a pesticide, look for the chemical. If you have a weed, you look for the chemical. So that's what farmers know. And for us to try and change the minds of the farmers, we have to inform them, we have to train them, we have to sensitize them, we have to tell them that not everything that comes into the country from the outside world is good for us. Huku kwetu tunapewa kama rejects, unaona. So the main challenge is what Brian had said, information. So training them, ensuring that they know what they're putting into the farm first and foremost. Yeah, and then also 30 years, then wewe umekuja, and then the fact that you're young, unajua unaenda kwa shamba, you're young, mtu anakuangalia, where did you learn that? So that's also one of the challenges that we face. But consistency and showing them that it actually works and that it's good for them and that they get more out of going the biological way rather than just the chemical way.
Okay. Namna anavyozungumza Kemboy hapa ni kana kwamba kuna changamoto ya mawasiliano kwako na mkulima kumshawishi apate nafasi. Success rate ya yale mafunzo ambayo yanafanyika ikoje?
Wow, so first of all, we thank our agents who are the plant villagers who are in the ground. Number one, our holistic model is that the success rate is high because we use the local language that the farmer can understand, right? Yeah, so that has really helped, and also we also use the demonstration because the farmers believe in what they see. We also have got the lead farmers. The farmers who are quick to adapt to new technology, that also the other farmer will use that to get to adapt. Yeah.
So now we are at a point where, yes, we are encouraging our farmers to use biological pest control measures, and we're also making sure they get the correct farm input, and there's information as well, which you and your agents are working so hard to make sure it's available, and very many other people in the space of agriculture are doing so as well. Yeah. But there's also the challenge of climate change. So I could have all these other things right, but if I am not well versed with how I need to practice agriculture now in the wake of climate change shocks, I could also find myself going back to square one. As plant villagers, what are you doing to make sure that you educate our farmers on how to deal with the current climate change shocks?
Yeah, so back to my main point is the information. We are trying to fight the information asymmetry. So we've got a good quality tool called the Plant Village Observatory, where we can see, and so we also have the machine learning team. We can see what's ahead, especially in terms of weather, and advise the farmer accordingly, and also tell them, him or her, the kind of the ways he can or she can mitigate the issue of climate change.
So your machinery is up to date, modern technology?
Yeah, exactly.
You can guarantee that.
The weather patterns, right.
All right.
Sasa, asante sana, na ni watu wadogo ambao wanaelewa sana shughuli ya wadudu marafiki. Sasa tunachukua mapumziko kidunia, tukirejea basi kungali kuna mengi ambayo utasikiliza kutoka kwao.